What is going on, gamers? This is D-Man here, and today we are going to talk a little bit about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Now, unfortunately, the game has officially been delayed until spring of 2023, next year. Now, for me, I was kind of expecting this. I know it was on their 2022 slate, but I was kind of expecting it to eventually get a delay until early 2023, only because Breath of the Wild 1 took a long time. It had multiple delays. I just kind of looked at it, and the previous trailer did look really, really good, and the game is looking amazing, but I just had a gut feeling that the game was going to get a delay of some kind, and I'm a little disappointed, but at the same time, I kind of was expecting it, so I'm not too disappointed. But when it comes to Breath of the Wild 2, it's basically Nintendo's our most anticipated video game from Nintendo ever. And going back to that world, having that sky area to explore now, and it seems, even though they're using the same engine and the same world and just building upon it, it seems that it's taking them longer than they expected it to. And I think that it's going to turn out for the better, and it's going to be fine, and that we should probably just be patient. Now, it is a little unfortunate that we have to wait, but 2022 is already kind of booked with a lot of video games anyways, especially in the fourth quarter of the year. There's probably going to be a lot coming out, such as Bayonetta 3 and new Pokemon games and God of War Ragnarok probably in the fourth quarter of the year. There's a lot of really big games that are coming out in the last quarter of 2022, so I can't be upset by that. Now the real question is, why was this game delayed? Well, we don't really know much details on why it was delayed. They just felt that the game wouldn't be ready by the end of the year. There's not a whole lot that we know details wise, but I do think that it's fine, and the world's not going to end or anything. And I think that the game's delay is always for the better, and I feel that we should be patient when it comes to these really massive open world games or graphically amazing looking games. And the Zelda team really did a phenomenal job with Breath of the Wild, especially because it released on the Wii U and then the Switch. Now there's also rumors going around that this could release with a Nintendo Switch Pro or 2, whatever, as it seems like every 2 years we're getting a Switch, and we've been waiting for an enhanced Nintendo Switch for a while now. Now, there's a chance it might not, and the Switch Pro or whatever will get released holiday of next year, but I think there's a chance that it could release in March, April area of 2023 as a 4K Switch in docked mode and 1080p in handheld, and just a little bit better running overall, as Breath of the Wild 1 did launch with the Nintendo Switch. So personally, it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't bother me too much. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed by it, but it's fine. We have a lot of video games coming out this year. It's not the worst thing ever. There's so many different awesome games that are still coming out this year, especially for Nintendo. This is still a really big year for them, even though Breath of the Wild 2 is being delayed until 2023. So with this game being delayed again, my expectations for this game are super, super high next year. And all I can say is that I want it to be the best that it can be. And it being delayed until next year is perfectly okay. And if you're upset by that, then I understand, because this is such a hyped up video game, but you don't want a game to release in a broken state like the way that Cyberpunk did, as one example. A game that's pushed out too fast and not ready is just not a good thing. And having a game finished at launch and getting a lot of praise will also equal more sales, better value, and what you're paying for. You're actually paying for a good quality product. So I think there was some screenshots of some sort in the trailer apologizing for it being delayed, and it looks like Link's Master Sword also breaks, and I kind of dig the details on his outfit as well. It looks like he's got a bunch of Triforces on his outfit and stuff. It's really cool, but I'm wondering how that's all going to play out, because the weapons in the game already break as it is enough. So if the Master Sword breaks, what are we going to use outside of all these weapons that are going to continuously bust? And I know some people weren't a big fan of that, of weapons breaking in Breath of the Wild 2, and and then by the time that you get the Master Sword, you finally have that weapon, but it has a timer on it. So I'm curious if they're gonna change the way that the mechanics of weapons work in this game. I'm so curious, and I can't wait to see more. I hope at E3 this year they show us more of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, some kind of trailer. Even though it's delayed until next year, I still hope that they show us something new, you know? Any new footage, even if the game isn't until next year. I'd love to see at least a new trailer of some sort on this game, because we've seen a little bit teased here and there. We haven't seen a whole ton yet. The first trailer we got was a cinematic, and then the second trailer we finally got some gameplay and stuff. It looked promising, and then all of a sudden it's delayed. But anyways, guys, just let me know your thoughts on this. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 has been officially delayed until next year. In my opinion, that's fine. I can be patient. There's lots of other video games to play. The game's probably going to be worth. It's definitely probably going to be worth it in the end. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's probably going to be a really good product in the end. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel, where I will be talking more about video games and gaming news, gaming videos, all that kind of stuff. And I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Later.